We got Coach Kellen and Tyler here. I'll have Coach give a quick opening statement, and then we'll take any questions you have.
You know, I think that give Georgetown a lot of credit with the way that they just came at us there the last 4 minutes. You know, it's interesting when you watch every game or a lot of games in your league, you realize that, you know, they were down 11 to Creighton, I think, a couple weeks ago, and with a minute or so to go, and came back and won the game. So they really have the ability to do that. They're explosive, and give them a lot of credit for, you know, forcing us to make free throws, which we got to obviously be better at, and make plays. I was really, really pleased with our guys' response in overtime when we could have certainly responded differently. And I told them in the locker room, don't let anyone say anything about this win, because that was a gutsy win. That was a gutsy win.
When in the last, I guess, a TV timeout, whatever, they went full court press, trapped on the catch. They were able to come back. Is that something that you guys, because they do it so rarely, is that something that you guys hadn't really prepared for?
You know, we prepared for it, and I'd have to go back and look at it. We only had 8 turnovers. I don't think we turned it over in those situations. We just didn't make enough free throws to make them pay.
You up a little bit?
You know, we were okay with I think a couple times we took some poor shots in the first half, and in the second half, maybe 1 or 2. But listen, we want to attack pressure. We've said that. Our guys know that. I want our guys playing free and aggressive and attack pressure. Occasionally you're going to make some mistakes. I don't want them playing any way but super aggressive.
Did your pack line principles change when DSR went out of the game, meaning they would have trouble building into the lane?
Well, he's so critical for him. Obviously, we lost Roosevelt and Tyler Wyman. I can't say enough about Tyler's activity today. It was tremendous. But we knew that we had to get him out of the game, and we knew we had 4. So we ran a little isolation to try to see if he would foul, and we're fortunate to get that 5th foul on him.
Kellen, what was going through your guys' minds, especially late in regulation? I mean, this game looked like it had been clearly put away, and really, for Butler to put anyone on the line, they probably want you and Thielen to be on the line.
Yeah, we just have to understand that, you know, I think Coach said it earlier that they battled back against Creighton earlier in the season, so we weren't expecting them to lay down by any means, so it definitely made it very difficult with their press, speed us up maybe a little bit, but I thought we did a nice job.
You shot so well from the field. Is missed free throws today, is that just one of those inexplicable occurrences?
Yeah, I just got to spend a little time.
Tyler, what was, and Coach Holtman alluded to it, so how was Butler able to regroup in overtime? Because Butler was pretty aggressive in overtime, was probably the aggressor for the last 5-minute period.
I think just having the seniors, even if Rose fouled out, we still had Austin on the floor, and all the upperclassmen just keeping everybody together and making sure we were all on the same page.
Did anybody speak out in the huddle or anything, or what was said there then when it looked like you certainly had the game wrapped up and here you had to play 5 more minutes?
There was a lot of talking in the huddle, but we were all on the same page, making sure everybody was locked in, 1 possession at a time.
Yeah, I just think at those moments, it's obviously, it can be certainly devastating if you let it, okay, to have a lead like that and then climb back and to foul a 3-point shooter, and, you know, certainly we could have done some things better, but, you know, we try to remind our guys the entire second half and in overtime, listen, we're on the road against a good team, and we're right there, like, we got a chance to get this thing, so they're going to make a run, they're good, they're well coached, they're talented, we just have to respond the right way, and I didn't love our body language for a stretch in the second half, but I thought, you know, we got into them a little bit at one of the timeouts, and I thought you guys were all, I thought they really responded and kept their heads about them. We didn't make enough plays to seal the game in regulation.
Gentlemen, talk about your thought process when Jones fouls out. I mean, did you put more on your shoulders? Did you go back to make it happen?
Yeah, you know, he just provides a calming factor because, you know, he takes care of the ball so well. You know, he's going to score, do the best for our team. So seeing him go out was definitely, you know, you gotta understand that you're gonna have to be a better leader and take care of the great things that he does on the court as well as, you know, in play stops.
Kellen, how would you just assess, you've gone through now the Big East on the road. I think maybe the road record was 4-5. It seemed like, all things considered, Butler played pretty well on the road in the Big East, even the games you did. Can you take something from that, into March? The fact that you even the games you didn't win, you almost did on the road. The Big East has been difficult.
Yeah, I think going through the season, we understood that we're going to have to provide our own energy, and seeing guys really bring it at the beginning of a road game when everybody's against you is really shows our character.
Kind of talk about your penchant for always playing hard. Is that something that you brought to Butler, or was it developed here?
It was definitely way before me. Watching the guys that played in the Final Four and the things that they're doing, diving on the floor, jumping over scores tables, and just the little things, keeping their guy off the glass. I think it really reflects on us now, and hopefully it continues and we leave it a legacy.
Coach, maybe this is sort of a moot point. I know that Bulldogs will be roasted some after this for losing such a big lead, but most teams go ahead and lose the game at that point. I guess, how do you...
Listen, if they roast him, whoever's out there roasting, they need to put their Twitter and turn it off. They need to turn it off. They don't have the first clue what it's like to play on the road. They don't have the first clue what it's like to play in the Big East on the road. Listen, Georgetown's not going to lay down for us. No team is. They're talented. They're capable. So that's part of the reason I told our guys that. Listen, until you've walked in our shoes, be careful what you tweet. Be careful what you say. Listen, it's part of it. Right? We're in a position where people are going to be critical. I'm not. We've got things we can learn from. I'm really proud of this group and this effort. A lot of people would have laid down, especially losing a guy like Roosevelt. So I have some words for people who may be critical in our, but these guys have heard them, unfortunately, a time or two, but I'll keep them to myself right now.
Coach, along those lines, what does this win do for you in terms of going forward the rest of the regular season and then positioning yourself for the tournament?
Yeah, we'll see. I just think every night is different in the Big East, so I don't know if we ever, certainly it's in some ways a momentum boost. It would have been certainly difficult. We would have had to get our guys to recover from a loss like this. There's no question about that. But we played very well on the road. We know we have a tremendous team coming in Seton Hall on Wednesday. And I think our guys understand that no two games are the same, that we're going to have to come out and make winning plays on Wednesday, be better than what we were defensively in this particular game, learn from it. But listen, I want our guys to enjoy this. I said that in the timeout. Like, enjoy this, what we're doing right here. Have fun with it.
Did you foresee 30's emergence in the conference while he's one of the better players now in the conference? At what point did you foresee him being the player he is?
He's gotten more minutes, and our sophomores have really done an excellent job for us, because I don't want to dismiss what our other two sophomores have done as well. Tyler's play was critical, but we needed that. Partly we had an injury mid-year, and that pushed him in the starting lineup. But Keelan has done a nice job. He's got to continue to make winning plays, and I thought he responded to maybe not his best night tonight. He responded in the last part of the second half and in overtime.
Take one or two more if you have them.
Coach, at this point in the year, do you talk to the team about needing wins to get in the tournament, or what type of approach do you take with that?
Yeah, not really. We're just our guys are aware of it. I wish they'd get off social media like me, but they won't. So they're aware of it. We're really focused on trying to learn from every opportunity and to get better. And listen, we're in a heck of a league. We're in a heck of a league. This is not such and such league, okay? So we're going to try to learn from every opportunity and know that the next one's going to present a whole new batch of challenges. So we don't really give them a target or a number or anything like that.
Anybody else? Thanks, guys.
Thank you.